Okay, let's call Suki. Hello, how can I help you?
How are you?
I'm fine. Fine. How does that... how to say that?
Fine,
I don't
eh?
know.
Fine,
That
eh?
A-Y-E. A-Y-E.
Yeah, eh?
Despite the father being murdered? It's not like that. I heard you asking me how my health is. Aside from my recent stressful events, it's fine. Do you suspect anyone for the murder of Tenma or your sister's disappearance? No. Why would I? I'm not a detective, not a very observant either. You may not be perceptive, but I bet you're pretty creative. I guess so. I bet it's easy to come up with murder plans. What are you implying? I'm just decent at coming up and invention ideas in a school project. That's all.
Fushichin's just messing with you.
So he's not 18, right?
He is
But
18.
you
Okay,
are.
wait, no. He is 18. It's just that... wait, no. He's 23. The idea why he's studying is that he's also in an invention school. Like, it's never mentioned in the story, but that's the idea. Like, an added invention school. Like, after you go to college, then you pass college, then you study again in order to, invent more stuff or something. So, like, yeah, he's supposed to be actually the oldest Tima household member, but when he's at school, he's actually he's talking about that and not kindergarten or middle school. We have your alibi. Is there anything you would like to add on to it?
Not much. I'm pretty sure I mentioned everything that is worth mentioning.
Right.
Here, come here. Ryan definitely didn't lie. I remember that as well. Okay. What can I do for you? Yo! Hello. So the family lets you sleep in the garage? Oh no. It's usually at the guest bedroom or the main hall. I'm supposed to be the bodyguard, so I should be alert. Especially during nighttime.
Seems like a tough job. Not as tough as being a detective. Talk about wanking yourself. Hey, it's definitely a skill-based job. I thought you'd agree with me.
Probably. I'm not good at thinking stuff. I imagine it's pretty hard.
Enough of that. I'm more surprised at how a murder happened and the person went missing while you were in charge.
I'm so sorry. It's no use to effort of the past. Anything dangerous you saw during the day of the murder? I heard the 2 knives went missing from Jude. We heard that from the alibi that was recorded. In that case, I really have nothing to add. Well, that was a waste of time, I guess. Kabutos and detectives. How may I serve you? Okay, let's talk. So... Yumiko. It's Yumiko. I know. Fushichin eyed Yumiko up from down. Can't slice the back of Fushichin's head. What the hell was that for?
You're obviously being a perv.
No, I was totally using my detective vision.
Was that derpy expression on your face also necessary for your detective vision?
I just focused too much, okay?
Why do I doubt that? Maybe it's because Fushichin has a maid fetish?
He watches some interesting anime. Pathetic. And it's private info, Galtamore.
It's necessary to inform all sorts of truths to our team.
Can't a guy have some privacy?
Well, you never should have trusted your privacy to me.
Go to jail. Fushichin will remember this act of betrayal. Should I go?
Only if we say so. Anything you want to add to your alibi? Oh yeah, to add to your phone. Oh.
No, I have said everything I remember there.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's check alibis.
Oh no. You have to wait. You're going to get the hint now. You can't get your hint. You want your hint, right? Or not? Yeah, I was kind of wondering.
Repeat, please.
Do you
Repeat,
want to
please.
get your hint? Because if you get the hint, which you can now, you will know who lied.
If I get a hint right now,
Yeah, you will get who lied. Choose a different suspect. No. I mean, it's fine, I guess, if you want to try it.
huh?
You lied here, I'm certain.
You
of it.
lied.
Yeah. There's only 5 options you can do. But I'm pretty sure you should get your hint. I mean, this section is quite hard, which is also why there's like a bunch of hints everywhere.
I can check alibi.
Yeah, you can't. You have to
God
press never mind
damn.
what I said and then go back and then check your alibi. So yeah, that's kind of a design flaw, but I can't do anything about
So
it.
it's gonna be a mistake then.
I mean, yeah, I guess I could like change it some way, but it's so hard to do that.
Where did you get this music, by the way?
Oh, my friend gave me the permission. My friend made a game and he commissioned a certain artist and he also gave me the rights to it. And I also found some royalty-free music from somewhere. You should definitely check out Ross Bookton's channel. He has amazing royalty-free music that is commercially available. So yeah, there's also some other royalty-free music too. Like this music you're hearing specifically came from the game Zodiac Trial. My friend had the right and he gave the right to me.
I can't check Joseph.
No, Joseph didn't give his alibi. That's why it isn't there. There might be some true files, but to be honest, I think you should definitely get the hint. Because if you do, you'll know who lied, and that might actually make it easy. Way easier.
So, what should I do? If I'll press yes,
No, if you press yes, then you continue pursuing the lie, and you should present an evidence if you press yes. If you press no, you just go back.
I want I want to ask one more thing. Lie can be anywhere or during the time of victim's death. 1 to
I mean-
23.
You should definitely look at the 5 options. One of those is a lie, if there is one. When you accuse someone, you only have 5 different options. So using that, you actually can like know where a person might have lied or not when you accuse them. So like, say you just accused Yumiko and you got 5 different options, right? And one of those might be a lie, or none of those might be a lie. So yeah, so you can like go to every person and accuse them, press accuse of lying, and see what 5 options you might get. So, and also you can access the hint if you really want to.
Okay, let's begin with you.
Okay.
I want to ask, this lie can be very small or very huge?
Yeah. Like one lie is actually easier, but the other lie might be the hardest lie in the game. Yeah, possibly.
But which one do I need to find first?
You can, yeah, I mean, this is a choose option, this is a freeform section, so you can choose, if you're like lucky, you might find one or the other. Like, you can choose, you know. I'm just saying there are 2 lies and it doesn't matter which one you find first. Like, you can do both. Like, in any order. That's the special part about this section, is the fact that you have a lot of freedom of options and the freedom of how you order things.
So, I'm checking Miyu's alibi, and she said we played the basketball for a while. Were they playing basketball?
At the basketball court. Yeah, it was at the
A
basketball.
basketball court
Yeah,
is outside of the mansion, right?
yeah,
But you can come from the house from the back door, right?
yeah. You can go out of the garage or go through the front door and get out of the mansion, and you can go inside the basketball court through the door. The tennis court is connected to the basketball court, and you have to enter the basketball court in order to enter the tennis court. Wow, you are really trying to find the lie raw, huh? Like it is possible. Like right now, I'll say it. It is possible to find the lies entirely by reading the alibi, just like you're doing. But I mean, maybe not entirely at the alibi. You need the true files on certain occasions. But it is hard, man. Are you sure? Like the hints exist for a reason.
I don't know what to do. They all seem pretty suspicious to me. Maybe you're just disrespecting others.
Well, I do have a suspect in mind. Who? Marianne. I've been listening to what she has said in her alibi. There's definitely some contradiction there. You think so? How do you know?
I also was thinking that she's said something suspicious.
Just check her alibi. There isn't even a true file that contradicts her alibi.
Sweet. But couldn't you just tell us what evidence to use?
No.
Thank you, Clancy. Why?
Use your head. It's good training for you.
Son of a... Just tell us what the lie is.
I'll tell you that Marianne lied in the area for alibi that is before dinner, so sometime before 18 p.m. she lied. Why don't you talk to Marianne and check for yourself? I could, maybe I will. I also have a suspect in mind.
Who?
Miu, she seems suspicious. Do you have any evidence to convict her? Not the kidnapping or the murder, no, but definitely she is lying. She might have contradicted a truth file in her alibi.
Which one?
Ligma.
What is a lig...
Ligma balls! Ligma balls!
Helen laughed out and giggled. You don't have balls, neither down there nor up there.
Hey, screw you, my boobs are humongous!
I mean, you could try and prove it.
Pervert.
Now it can be true, because we're catching him on doing stuff like that the second time, so it might actually be true. You talked about balls first, not me. Let's just end this stupid talk and get back to work.
So yeah, it's Marianne and
So, Marianne is suspicious, yeah, I agree. And me is also suspicious, yes, but...
Yeah? So the hint
all
helped you?
suspect.
It's before, the lie is before 18
Yes.
p.m. So yeah, for in regards to Marianne.
At the back of the mansion, she means like... outside?
Yeah, outside.
Okay. I just found something.
Okay.
In basketball record, there's million... God damn.
Yeah, it exactly fits. Yeah, I exactly understood what you were trying
Exactly
to do.
fits.
It exactly fits. You should definitely try accuse of lying, because that will show the 5 options you have in that could be, and one of them is definitely the lie. Yeah, try it. Like you have 5 options, and if you fail twice, then you also get a hit.
Oh, you think I lied to my alibi?
Yes, I do. You specifically lied in this part. So yeah, you have 5 options, and one of them is definitely the lie.
Before 18, he said.
Yeah, before 18. So one of those 3 actually.
Alright, you got any proof to back it up? Music is cool, by the way.
Yeah. It's pretty cool. I mean, I didn't make it, so I can't, like... It's wrong to, like, take credit for it. But I did, you know. I did saw it. I heard it. I knew it was awesome, and I got the permission, so yeah.
Kitchen, you know? Kitchen.
I actually think you got it. You got it, dude. Just do it.
Hold on.
Hold on.
Hold on. Because I think I'm onto something.
Yeah.
I went to the kitchen to relax there a bit by myself.
Yes.
And
yeah.
Yumiko.
Yeah, you found it.
And Yumiko said, "Bam." Wait. And Yumiko herself went there, so take that.
You guys give me
Yumiko has... wait,
alibi
it's
and
you.
said that at 15, after she departed with you, she went to the kitchen. You
Boom.
said you went to the kitchen after departing with Yuka as well. Strange, isn't it? How none of you saw each other at the kitchen.
Ah,
It's too late to take back your words. You're hiding something from us.
oh, sorry. Please, it's just a genuine mistake. My mind is hazy after Tenma's death is all. But now I remember the truth. They all say that. I was actually the crush at the time. Really? Yes.
Wow.
I usually clean stuff in the kitchen around the tower, so I messed up. Sorry.
Wow. You're really bad at lying, aren't you?
Huh?
You being at the garage at 15 doesn't make sense because...
So wait, that guy in the red clothes. Rainer.
Oh yeah,
what's his
Rainer.
name? Rainer, yes.
The red clothes.
But where is that?
Oh,
He said he wanted to take a nap.
yeah. I mean, he was tired. He wanted to take a nap at the garage.
But I can't find evidence.
Wait, there actually is an evidence related to that. Yeah, there's actually something related to the garage.
The garage.
Yeah, you really need to get accustomed with the evidences you have, not just the alibi.
I feel in myself like Phoenix Wright. When I was playing Phoenix Wright with Attorney Trilogy, I was just like him, bluffing all the way and then searching for the evidence.
Yeah.
14:55. Rainer returned and slept on the bed that was placed in the garage.
Oh yeah, Marianne said she was at the garage, but at 15, but you do realize that lack of something is also an evidence, right? Yeah, lack of something is definitely an evidence. Huh. Wow. You went over the evidence.
Are you sure?
Yeah, like I said, a lack of something is also an evidence. If you look at the evidence and like didn't find something that should be there, then that's also an evidence.
So, room lock and unlock record isn't related to the garage, right?
Yeah, it's not related to the garage. Marianne is saying that she was at the garage at 15. Did she say she was washing? Yeah, she said she was washing the car at 15 in the garage. And well, in the garage footage. Because of the garage footage. Yeah, I was kind of wondering why you said you were at the garage at 15. Well, I don't see any of that in the footage.
Oh yeah, that's... Oh yeah, Stupid fool. I'm stupid fool.
It's fine. But yeah, you actually like read through it, and I was like wondering, oh, he found it, and you just ignored it, and I was like, I think I definitely should hint you now. Yeah.
I was too concentrated on that guy instead of her. She didn't appear in the footage at all.
Yeah.
Stupid fool. Oh yeah, that was a terrible lie. Considering that you showed me the footage yourself, you should have remembered. Point.
The truth about 15.
Okay.
Stop.
Stop stalling and tell. Okay.
Oh yeah. Stop stalling and tell us what exactly happened at 15 p.m.
Dot. I'm honestly clueless about what you're hiding. 15 p.m. isn't important time frame for Delma's murder. I'm not hiding anything. I simply misremembered. I have a bad memory, see? I was actually outside the mansion at this time. My brain somehow messed up and thought that I did something before going out on a stroll outside the mansion. But in fact, I didn't. After separating from Yumiko, I simply got out of the mansion and walked. Bullshit, you're definitely lying. There's no way someone would make up a false alibi twice because of a bad memory. I'm old. You seem to be about 30 years old. Well, I'm 48.
Yeah.
My memory tends to mess up during stressful situations. I don't know, you seem pretty level-headed when you spoke at the office. Look, I'm tired and stressed out. I don't want to deal with any more emotional stress. You aren't going to pay for my medical bills if I suddenly collapse here, now are you? Saying that, Marian went away from the detectives and leaned against the door.
What do we do now?
I did it.
I'm afraid we can't force the truth out of her. We don't have any evidence that links her to Tenma's murder or the kidnapping, so taking her to a cell to interrogate is out of the question. Let's remember this event, but don't push her hard. Yeah, now, let's go.
I need to search for another lie?
Yeah, now Muse left. What? You
What?
think I'm lying?
You think
Really?
I'm lying? Wait, it's you.
Yeah, what? You think I'm lying? Really?
Also, Y is small, but need to be large. Devil's in the details.
Yes, this section of your alibi is a lie. 14, 15, 17, 20, 22.
You know what? I need to look at the evidence. I think I'm onto something.
Okay. Then you should press never mind what I said or yeah.
So she said... it's 20. Wait, hold on. You yourself unlocked the door. 20 and 5. Mia's room door was unlocked. So...
This is it. No, this is not it. I can't understand shit.
Fuck you!
You really need a high IQ to understand my arguments.
Hold it.
Okay.
Room lock unlock records. Mia's room door was locked. And then...
And then?
20 and 5. Mia's room door was unlocked. Yeah, you really need a high IQ to understand it.
Nobody needs IQ to understand your bullshitting. Damn it, I failed you all.
Don't worry, I was expecting success from you.
Oh. That was a nice attempt, but...
Okay, watch yourself. Room lock unlock record.
Yeah.
13 and 3. Mia's room door was locked. And when 20 and 5, Mia's room door was unlocked.
Yes?
She said at 20 she saw that room door was unlocked.
Yes! And where's the contradiction? She said that someone else unlocked her door. She wasn't at... She said she didn't unlock it herself. Yeah, I guess I was trying to make it so that you don't have to read the alibi, but if you read the alibi, you know it's much better. And also, like Mew herself
20 p.m.
is a human. She's not really that good at remembering. So, but it It's just generally this sort of thing happened at 20 somewhere. She don't exactly remember the minutes.
20 p.m. See? The door of my room was open. Even though I remember locking it. Wait, you wanna say that someone unlocked her door at 20 and 20 and 5 she saw that the door wasn't locked?
I mean, it doesn't have to be 20:05 because her door was unlocked at 20:05 and Miu is claiming that she didn't do that. Someone else did. But the second lock is probably from Miu herself, the one at 20:40. So likely she found her door to be unlocked at 20:40 around that time. Probably. Because
Screw it. Screw all of it.
I mean, if you fail twice, you get a hint.
I
So, you know, you might try that.
hate it when there are contradictions with time frame.
I mean,
In every
it's-
game, in Danganronpa, in Ace Attorney, always it's too difficult for me to understand this.
Yeah, like time is
Time.
definitely challenging, very challenging. But, you know. But it's fine. I think you're really close.
Wait, I think I'm onto something again.
Yeah, you are. You are.
At 22. Okay, let's try it. 22. She went to Hori's room and moved her door using the spare master key. But
The lock.
room lock unlock record contradicts that.
Yeah.
Objection!
Objection. The lock and unlock record tells everything. What's so special about that? Let's assume you told the truth and got a master keycard from your dad. But you didn't unlock Hori's door at 22 p.m. If you did, the unlock lock should have noted it. But the unlock logs clearly show that Hori's door was not unlocked at 22 p.m.
Look at these people, they're so happy.
Yeah. In fact, her door was not unlocked until 0020, ever since it was locked at 1920. Crap!
Oh shit, good job, Karen. Actually would have noticed that if I paid attention to Miu's alibi.
Why did you lie, Miu? I don't get it.
Perjury is a crime, you know.
Okay, I'll speak the truth. But don't put me in jail, please.
How old are you?
She's 20. She's 20.
To put...
20. Like, all the
Okay,
characters
you
are
may
of
be
age.
put in jail.
Yeah, like, I know, like, the anime art style is messing things up, but, like, all the detectives are 40. Helen is the only one that's 20. Oh, yeah, Clancy is 50. Like, Galtimur, Salim, and Fushishin are 40, and Helen is 27. Yeah. Like, all of the characters are of age.
Helen is 27?
Yeah. Like, I know the art style is, like, messing things up, but, you know, this is the only thing I definitely could have done. Like, I used the V-Roy to do it, and I tried so hard to make them look mature, and in some ways I failed, in some ways I succeeded. Yeah.
You know what would be good if you added here?
What?
Added personal info about
Yeah,
every
I
character.
really wanted to do that. Like, I'm definitely going to do that in the next update. Definitely. I'm actually kind of writing the sequel of this game, and so I'm kind of busy with that. But generally, yeah, I definitely should.
Okay, that would be great.
Yes.
Truth about 22 p.m.
Fine, I'll tell the truth. I lied about having a master keycard. Dad never gave me one. Thought so. But I did check Hori's room at 22 p.m. That's undoubtedly true.
Liar. How? You couldn't have entered Hori's room through the door or the window.
I entered through the hall that connects Hori and our room. If you look at the map of the mansion, Hori and my room are right next to each other. What? Why would something like that exist?
You said Helen was 27, right?
Yeah.
But she is a rookie here, right?
I mean, no, it's called a novice detective and stuff, but generally they're on the same age. Basically, the idea of this, I mean, in real life, I think it's pretty similar. You graduate the police academy at around 21, 22 years old. Then you become a cop. You become a police officer. Then you get promoted to detective. So, yeah.
Ah, okay, I got it.
Yeah.
Okay, I understand.
It's funny, really. The hole in the wall has a strange history. It happened a few months ago. When Dad and Mom knew that Hori and I had an inappropriate, or should I say, much more deeper relationship than just being sisters, they decided to monitor us. Which is why only Mom and Dad have card keys that can access other people's private rooms and invade their personal space. We decided to only keep this in the family, but Suki said he told Joseph about this. The family, even Jun and Yumiko, did their best to separate us during our regular schedules. Which is why Hori and I devised a plan to create a hole that would connect us into one another's private rooms. It took us almost a month, but by using the time when our family wasn't at home or during nighttime, we managed to create a giant hole using various tools. After that, we happily went into each other's rooms and spent the night together in each other's embrace, without the family knowing what we were up to.
That's quite hot.
Yo, shut up, Fushi Peach. Yeah, you're just assuming things. Maybe she's not talking about anything sussy. Yeah, you just have a vibrant imagination. I mean, there's this... I love the sound Hori makes when I finger her insides. Fuck. Okay, never mind. Oh, anyways, when I entered Hori's room, Hori was not in her room. I went back into my room using the hole and relaxed on my bed, hoping that Hori would notify me when she was in her room. That hole still exists, right? Yeah, it does. Then we should go check it. After we finish questioning the other suspects. I mean, yeah, it's already finished, but... Yeah, just choose a different suspect. Yeah. Okay, I don't know what the hell Marianne's deal is, but we gotta check out the hole Miu mentioned. Let's get Miu and investigate her room.
But before they could get out, Joey entered the room. Sorry to interrupt, but there is a strange thing. Baltimore, you go to the computer, right?
Yeah, what's up?
We need help cracking the code into Tenma's PC in the inspection room.
Doesn't Marianne or any of the household member know the password to that?
No, apparently not. Only Tenma had access to that computer.
Alright, I'll see what I can do.
Baltimore and Joey sprinted out of the dining hall. A detective exited the dining hall as well. At the main hall was me. Helen grabbed her arm and asked her to come with them. Together they quickly walked upstairs and entered Miu's room. There was much irregularity in the room. A desk with dozens of books and notebooks on top, and a bed was at one wall. At the opposite side was a bookcase with TV on top. There was a huge carpet behind the bookcase. Miu went to the other wall and pushed the small bookcase to the other side of the room. She then pulled up the carpet, and indeed there was the hole, big enough for any person to crawl through. Wait.
What?
Wait. Now that I think about it, there must have been left marks on the floor if she was hiding this secret passageway. The detective should have noticed that.
Oh, you mean marks on the floor?
You are so incompetent.
I mean...
Yeah.
I mean, it's...
It even was in Danganronpa 3 anime.
Oh, there was a whole, like... Oh,
where...
I mean, the floor was cleaned. Miu and Hori are sufficient, so they probably cleaned if certain boulders fell down onto the floor. Like, clean it up. And they put carpets on both sides.
They were too smart.
Yeah, they just cleaned it up.
You are too smart for your age. I don't trust you all.
Yeah.
The other side of the hall also seemed to be blocked off by a carpet. Salem crawled through the hall and went to the other side. Yeah, I'm in Hori's room now, no doubt about it, the hall works. Well, this does explain the confusion I was having about how Hori escaped from her room, where there is no passage to do so. Salim crawled back into Miu's room and got up to his feet. Did you tell anyone about this hall?
No, only Hori and I knew. If anyone else knew, they could tell our parents and they will be furious.
Salim put his hand on his mouth and thought for a while. That means one thing. Only you could have kidnapped Hori. The music. And the music
Yeah, the music.
became...
What?
It fits the mood. Yeah, what else would it mean? You were the only person who knew about the existence of this hall besides Hori. The kidnapper has to have known about this hall to kidnap her.
But I didn't. I would never do anything to hurt Hori.
You seem to have deep lust towards her. I wouldn't be surprised if you decided to kidnap her away from the rest of the household members. Well, there is one other possibility, a possibility far more likely.
What's that?
Hori escaped on her own. Maybe she thought the oppression she felt at this mansion was too much and wanted to run away from it all. I suppose there is one problem with this theory.
That's right, Hori will never leave me alone and escape. We will escape together if that were the case.
No, not that. You need a master keycard and Miu's own private room key to open Miu's room door. Exactly, that's why my theory is superior. Miu lied about watching TV. She was in fact kidnapping and putting Hori into her room at the time.
As hard as that might be, no, I didn't do something like that.
Only she can unlock her own room door from the inside.
What are you two talking about?
Now this looks like a debate.
Yeah. Do you know how to read? Both of your logic is based on nonsense. Look at this. Okay, what is Clancy trying to say? I mean, that's just a picture. So technically,
Just thinking, if Miu's room is on the second floor,
yeah.
wouldn't it be hard to escape from the window?
It's hard. Plus, all the windows
That's
are like
possible,
small and
right?
stuff. Yeah, it got updated, as you can see.
Hori is the one who went missing, right?
Yeah, Hori's the one who's missing.
So what do I need to do right now? I need to
So basically,
prove that-
Fushichin and Salim said that only. Oh wait, I mean, like the idea is you're supposed to guess. So Salim and Fushichin are both saying that you need a master keycard or Miu's own room keycard in order to open Miu's room. And Clancy is saying like that's stupid. That's not true. So yeah, that's what you're trying to do. Yeah, it's a bit unclear, but it's not that hard to figure out what Clancy is trying to say. So there's something related to the room. As you can see, you guys are full.
And so do I. I don't see any foolishness other than your pretentiousness.
Wait, what?
Yeah, if you want to shit talk us, at least bring up a good reason to.
Hold on, let me try this again. There isn't really much. Yeah, it's related to the room that they are in. Salim and both Fushichin are saying that you need a master key card or Miu's own room in order to open this room, but that may not be the truth. The private
Yes.
room, yeah, the private room doors can be unlocked from the inside without a key card. If you pull the door handle down from the inside, even the locked door will unlock.
Oh shit, you're right. Wait. It actually means my theory was better than Salim's all along. We both can't read. Don't try to be the last loser here. And besides, my theory still stands. Only me and Hori could have known about the hole. Miu said used this to her advantage. She unlocked her own door at 20:05 and entered her room. Using the hole, she entered Hori's room, knocked out Hori, carried Hori, and exited her own room and locked it at 20:30. After that, she took and hid Hori somewhere we wouldn't find. And then she unlocked her door at 23:20 to make it seem like she is exiting her room at 23:20 to make an alibi for herself.
Where will I hide Hori? You can't just accuse me of a fear that lacks in details, explaining the major steps.
She's actually right.
Yeah, I don't think your theory is airtight. Plus, your theory also contradicts an evidence. Yeah, there's a certain evidence that...
Yeah.
No, you contradicted this evidence.
Wait, what?
No, that's not it.
No, I don't think so.
Oh shit, then I don't know.
Then
Feel free to
feel free
patch
to
it to
make
weakness.
this
Oh yeah. Wait, is that all you have? Oh.
But why?
Yeah, you have to specifically listen to
I mean,
Salim's
private rooms info.
No, that's not it. You specifically have to debunk Salim's theory in this section. Salim is saying that, she entered the hall, knocked out Hori, grabbed her, and got out through the door.
So,
And then at 23 o'clock, she unlocked and locked her door to make it seem like she was exiting at that time to create an alibi for herself. Yeah, there's an actual evidence that contradicts Salim's theory completely.
so I need to choose evidence
Yeah,
that contradicts what?
Salim's
Say
theory.
again.
Salim's theory.
Theory.
Theory. Yeah, it's theory
What was in-
debunking time.
Salim's theory. Wait, what are you saying? You said 23:20. Exiting her own room.
Yeah, it fits, right?
Unlocked, and locked. Wait. So after she exited the room, she unlocked the door, then exited, and then locked the door,
No,
right?
Salim's theory is suggesting that Miu was outside kidnapping Hori, and at 23:20, Miu was outside of her room, and then she unlocked her room, then she locked it again to make it seem like she was inside her own room. But, yeah.
Unlocked and locked at 23:20.
But there was no contradiction to Salim's theory in the room lock and lock.
I know that there is a contradiction. I need to find it.
There actually is a pretty glaring contradiction. I mean, you can do that. You can also brute force it.
I know.
I'm not judging.
But in 10 minutes I'll need to go to get my little sister from school.
Oh, definitely. Then you can definitely do that in that time.
You sure?
Yeah. I mean, I really suggest you to just look at all the names of the evidences instead of just reading them, all of it. Quickly look at it, because some of them might be directly related to Muse and stuff. You can go way down. Technically, I think.
I made a photo,
Yeah, I think you found
so
it.
now it should be easier.
Oh yeah, I mean, I guess. But yeah, I think you found it. You did actually look at the evidence and then you just ignored it. It is one of your evidence that you looked recently. Not that one. Probably not that one. Yeah.
Yes.
Miu live streamed in her room from.
Okay, it's you.
Miu live streamed in her room from 20:45 to 21:15. In the footage that is on the internet, you can clearly see that the background of the video is Miu's room. She had to have been inside her own room from 2040 to 2320. There's no way for her to leave her room after the livestream ended without alerting the unlock and lock system.
Clancy walked up to the window and stared while listening to Helen. You're right, she only could have left her room at 2320. And considering that she met Marian and the others in the main hall at 23 p.m., she didn't have any chance to kidnap Hori. Perhaps between 2005 to 2030, she had the chance to carry Hori. But it seems like a short amount of time. Short time for me, not for Hori.
Hate to admit it, but it does raise the possibility of Hori escaping on her own significantly. Hey, what the hell is that?
Don't tell me that you found Hori. Alice turned around to see Clancy sticking his face to the window. Then he gathered next to Clancy quickly, and in response, Clancy pointed with his finger. Looking at the direction, they all noticed that the gun was attached to the corner side of the window. Salim quickly ran out of the window of the room. Before long, Salim came back in with his briefcase. He opened it and pulled up a glass cutter. Carefully, Salim began cutting the glass. You will pay for that. After he was done, he pulled out the circular glass with the gum on top. Salim grabbed the gum with his gloved hand and pulled out an extremely small glass-like square.
That's a microscopic camera.
Wow.
A camera, you say? It's a damn obscure camera used in medical operations. Connects wirelessly to the host and displays what it's perceiving through the glass like lenses. How long has this been here? Mio, did you notice this gun before? No, this is the first time I ever seen this. Do you remember looking at the exact location where the gun was? Using your testimony, we could deduce when this camera was placed. I'm sorry, I don't remember anything. I don't usually look out through the window, and I doubt any of my other family members look out through this window too.
At least it should be one of the people who regularly visit this mansion, right?
Probably, but Jack, Joseph, Niall, George also regularly visited this mansion too. They were at the mansion during the day of the murder, but even before then they visited.
That makes things very difficult. But it was helpful. Now we do know that people other than Hori and Mio knew about this hole. Microscopic camera guided to true files. The detectives exited Mio's room together. Just then, Galtimore jumped out to greet them at the large hall.
Oh, hey Galtimore. Oh, so you guys were in there? Anyways, our team just cracked open Tema's computer at the inspection room, and we were checking the stuff in it. Not a whole lot related to this case, but we did find something interesting. Someone has been tampering with the computer from 2040 to 2330. Are you sure it's not some sort of an automatic program? It's not. I got this info by running a program that checks what input has been entered into the PC and when. At 2040, the PC was booted, and ever since then, someone has been inputting commands from the keyboard and the mouse till 2320. They have been attempting to breach the security of a folder that has been heavily locked. The folder is named Research Findings. Our team is currently trying to unlock that folder, and in all honesty, it seems pretty hard. I would love to help them, but frankly, I'm clueless. Huh, I guess we need a computer expert on this case, huh? Yeah.
Computer input logs has been added to true files. Sounds of footsteps came from the staircase below, and soon Joey showed up. Guys, the other suspects have arrived.
Right, let's get to work then.
The 5 detectives went downstairs. They met 5 new faces at the main hall.
Alright, mind introducing yourselves to us? Oh, of course, I am George Kim, the victim's friend, and this is my son, Joseph. You take
Yo.
Joseph. Yeah. You take Jack.
Okay. Jack Dawn.
Yeah, I'll take Michal. Michal Mill.
Niall Nelson, nice to meet you. Let's not waste time further. We'll get your alibis. Clancy nodded and quickly detectives dispersed into each room with one of the suspects. Clancy was the one to get Jack's alibi inside the rec room.
Start from the day of the murder, moment you arrived at the victim's mansion.
Who took the Jack?
I think you took him.
I entered the mansion garage with my car. I got out to greet Joseph and George, then I quickly left the garage. I was headed towards the bathroom. I hoped they would excuse my misbehavior. But strangely enough, I saw Tenma and the female servant Yumiko at hallway 1A together. They seemed to be hugging. I quickly went away so as to not disturb them.
Wait, they were hugging you, say? Are you sure about what you saw?
Yes, they were definitely hugging. I think they even picked too.
Anything else to note?
Not really, I left them to their personal business.
Continue your alibi then.
I entered the hallway of doors. There were nice paintings all around the walls of that hallway, so
Hallway of rooms. Hallway of towers.
Then Mikhail entered the hallway as well.
There's a typo, yeah.
After I took a break for the bathroom, Mikhail and I entered the rec room and together we played billiard. We got tired, so we switched to playing cards there. Miyu entered the rec room and told us to go to the dining hall for dinner. We both went there. Everyone finished their food and started laughing and talking about various subjects. Jude and Yumiko took all the plates, pots away to probably wash them. Joseph left the room, and immediately afterwards, Hori, Miyu, and Marianne also left. George asked Tenma to give his test tubes to George, and Tenma agreed. George brought the trolley to the main hall. Tenma, George, Saki, Niall, me and Mikhail went upstairs, brought down the chemicals onto the trolley. Then the 6 of us decided to go to the rec room to play some billiard pool. Niall opened up his phone and messaged someone, then put his phone back into his pocket. Tenma left the room. Saki ended up winning the game. Mikhail and George were tired of playing, so they went to the dining hall. Soon Niall went out as well. Saki and I continued to play, but the game got a little stale after a while. Saki and I watched a movie on the TV that was in the rec room. The movie finished. We chatted a while after that. Then we moved to the main hall. Niall, George, Mikhail, Rainer were there. Niall and George told us about how Rainer accused them and questioned them for a missing knife. Realizing the implications, I was furious. I went into my car and drove out of the mansion.
That seems like a decent enough testimony. Thank you.
Thank you.
Oh yeah.
Then must hack TV watching duo added to the two files. Jack Dawn has been added to alibis. Slim was taking George's alibi inside the library on the first floor. The day of the murder. Start from when you arrived at the mansion.
Alright. I arrived at the mansion with my boy Joseph. Joseph may be a troublemaker, but he is a good driver. When we exited the car, Jack greeted us quickly, then left. I greeted Suki, Jude, Rhino when they entered the garage, as Joseph only hugged Suki and left. I was worried that what my boy was gonna pull, so I went into the rec room. As suspected, Joseph was playing in the rec room all by himself. Without even getting permission, without even greeting everyone in the house, without even drinking tea first, I scolded him for his manners. Yeah, he's British. He seemed really annoyed at me
I
and
didn't guess.
entered the dark room and locked the door. I tried to reach out through the door, but it seemed like a futile effort, so I stopped. I went outside to get a breath of fresh air after that argument. After a nice 40 or so minutes of a breath of the wild, I went back into the mansion to find someone to chat with. I went upstairs, entered the lab to find Tema and Niall there as well, and we sat together to discuss. I complained about Joseph and his manners, but the others didn't seem interested to hear, so we soon changed the subject matter. We talked for a while. I decided to go to the bathroom to take a dump. When I was back and opened the door to the lab, I saw Tema on the ground and Niall was sitting on top of him.
Huh, that is quite surprising. Were those two gay or something?
Oh no, they weren't gay. If anything, they occasionally had banters and that turned into arguments. We were friends, but Tim and Niall had a bit of a cold relationship at times.
Okay, go on.
Hori opened the door to the lab and told us that the dinner was ready. The three of us chatted about how hungry we were from all the talking and went to the dining hall. Yuri and Yumuko went and returned to the dining hall with Marion and we began eating. Afterwards, I asked Tema to give me his test tubes and chemical collection that he promised to give me a while ago. He was happy to give it to me, but he worried that bringing all those things would be a hassle. I told him that I already brought a trolley, so it wouldn't be a problem, but Tema said the tubes and the chemicals are upstairs. I realized my stupidity, but regardless I asked to put the trolley in the main hall, to at least make it easier for the tubes and chemicals to be carried. Tema agreed. I entered the garage, pulled out the trolley from the back of Mihal's car and brought it to the main hall. Afterwards, Tema, me, Suki, Nal, Jug, and Mihal all went upstairs, entered the lab, and brought down the chemicals and tubes carefully onto the trolley. I also put a white sheet on the trolley to cover the chemicals from light.
Okay, some key questions regarding the trolley and the chemicals. First of all, can you draw a picture of the trolley, how big it was?
Oh, it's big, had 2 stores. The upper store was filled with chemicals, and there only a few were placed at the bottom. I'll draw a picture of it for you after I'm done with my alibi. As for the chemicals, I'll also make a list, but generally there is a bunch of chemicals that will go bad if exposed to the light for long. Also, a lot of the chemicals were poisonous and will give you a bad case of throat-borne, or even kill you if you drank them. But thankfully no one was stupid enough to drink from it, at least I think so. Anyways, the 6 of us went to the regular room to play some billiard pool. After playing a little, Tema left. Mihal and I were tired of playing, so we went to the dining hall. We decided to smoke while Mihal left the dining hall quietly. Niall arrived next to me and together we smoked. We went to the main hall to meet Joseph and Reiner. I told Joseph to go home without me since I planned on staying here. Joseph went into the garage. Reiner then started pestering me and Niall about our whereabouts and told us about how knives were missing. The nerve for him to suspect us. I yelled at him, saying that he was falsely accusing us of attempted murder. Niall also suggested that we should leave this mansion before any trouble came up. I completely agreed with him. However, we still asked Reiner to help us find Mihail. We entered Hallway 1A. Niall and I went straight into the library and looked for Mihail in every looking corner of that room. When we exited, Reiner was not there, but soon he came out of the kitchen. When the 3 of us went back to the main hall, we encountered Mihail. Suki and Jack entered the main hall as well. We told them about Reiner's bold accusations. The 4 of us decided to leave this place. We entered the garage. I pushed the trolley into the car section of Mihal's car nicely. Jack had already gone and was not there to help. After the trolley was placed inside the car, Niall and I entered Mihal's car and he drove off. All 3 of us entered a nearby bar. We got a little drunk, but Mihal managed to bring both of us to our houses. My family members helped bring the trolley to my research room.
Understandable. I still need to the list of chemicals and trolley picture.
Of course.
Husichin was taking Niall's alibi inside the family room on the 2nd floor. Okay, big guy,
Okay,
start
I'll
from when
voice
you arrived
Niall.
at the...
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, big guy, start from when you arrived at Edmund's mansion the previous day.
Right. Arrived at the mansion in Mikhail's car. I exited Mikhail's car and asked you to call Mew. When Mew arrived, I showed her the giant figure of her favorite anime mascot. Me and Suki Ryan carried the giant rabbit upstairs and we put it in Mew's room. I went to hallway A2 and met Tenma there. I told Tenma about how I gave Mew a giant figure of her favorite character and he seemed very delighted. We entered the lab. Soon George entered the lab as well and we sat together to discuss. George complained about Joseph and his manners. But we soon changed the subject matter to something more interesting. Science. We discussed non-stop and passionately about a whole bunch of other topics too. Hori opened the door to the lab and told us that dinner was ready. We quickly arrived at the dining hall and soon almost everyone else ended up gathering there. Everyone finished their food, started laughing and talking, was quite lively and loud. George asked Tim to give his test tubes. Tim was happy to give it to him. George pulled up the trolley. Afterwards, a bunch of us went upstairs, brought down the chemicals down onto the trolley. We went to the rec room to play some billiard ball. Michal, George, Suki, me, Jack, Tema were the ones who played. I messaged a friend on phone and after playing a little, Tema's face started looking really sickly. Pale if not a little blue. Tema went away.
Can I see your phone?
My phone? Oh, I'm sorry. I hung out at the bar with Michal and George. I must have lost it at that time because I didn't find it. I was called from the home phone by the police when I got here.
Okay, never mind then. Continue, alibi.
We continued to play. Suki ended up winning the game. George and Michal went to the dining hall. I was also getting tired of beating by Suki, so I also joined George at the dining hall. We smoked and talked about the news. We went to the main hall and met Reiner and Joseph. George told Joseph to go home without him. Reiner then started pestering me and George about our whereabouts and told us about missing knives. I think he was accusing us. So annoying. Still, we still asked Reiner to help us find Michal. We entered hallway 1A. George and I went to the library and looked for Michal. When we exited, Reiner came out of the kitchen. When the three of us went back to the main hall, we encountered Michal. Right then, Suki and Jack entered the main hall as well. Me and George told them about the accusation. Jack, Michal, me, George entered the garage while Suki and Reiner followed us. Jack immediately drove like an emo asshole. Me and George entered Michal's car and Michal drove off.
Galtimore was assigned to make Michal's alibi at the dining hall.
Alright, start from when you arrived at the victim's mansion the previous day. Okay, yeah.
I was asking him.
Okay, I'll take him again.
Okay.
Now George and I arrived at Tema's mansion in my car. After getting out of the car, I wandered into the hallway of doors. There I encountered Jack. We discussed about art briefly. Jack and I entered the rec room together and we played billiards cards for quite long. Mio entered the rec room and told us to go to the dining hall for dinner. We both went there. Soon everyone gathered there except Reiner. I didn't drink tea during dinner. Everyone finished their food and started talking. Some people left the room, don't remember the people exactly. George asked Tema for the test tubes. George pulled out the trolley and brought it to the main hall. Afterwards, 6 of us entered the lab and brought down the chemicals and tubes onto the trolley. Then the 6 of us decided to go to the rec room to play some billiard ball. After playing a little, Tema left the room. George and I were tired of playing, so we went to the dining hall. I left the dining hall. I went to the library and spent a lot of time there scrolling through books and reading it there. I entered the bathroom to catch a little break and clean my face. After exiting, I entered the main hall. Soon, Niall, George, and Reiner entered the main hall. Suki and Jack entered the main hall as well. Niall and George told us about how Reiner, or should I say, Rainier, accused my friends of murder and questioned them. Jack, me, Niall, George entered the garage while Suki and Reindeer followed us like hyenas. George did not forget to bring the toilet from the main hall and put it inside my car. It took a while to notice Jack had already went away, that cowardly bastard. Niall and George entered my car and I drove off. All three of us entered a nearby bar. I was the one who locked my own car, so I know there weren't any issues there. We got a little drunk. When they slept in my car, I pulled the white cloth that was on the trolley and put it on George and Niall. I managed to bring both of those useless bastards to their houses.
Helen was assigned to record Joseph's alibi inside the guest bedroom.
Okay, start from when you arrived at the mansion during the previous day.
Sure, anything for you, my lady.
You took Joseph, right?
Helen rolled her eyes. I took Joseph, да. Helen rolled her eyes in the seduction. Joseph eagerly began. I entered the mansion garage in my car. My dad, George, was sitting in the back seat. Jack greeted us and quickly went to the main hall. I greeted Suki with a great hug, but I soon left them. I entered the rec room and started playing billiard. My dad entered the rec room and scolded me for my manners. He kept preaching and preaching, so I entered the dark room and locked the door. I spent my time hearing his complaints on the other side of the door. Eventually he stopped, but I was tired, so I didn't even think of getting out. Someone knocked on my door and woke me up. Just then I realized I had slept. I opened the door to greet Miyu, who asked me to go for dinner. Miyu brought me to the dining hall. Soon everyone else ended up getting there except Ryan. I ate spaghetti. I wasn't feeling it. After lounging in the dining room with the crew, I decided to leave and went outside the mansion to smoke. But as I got out, Hori came after me. She pulled out a plastic box from her pocket and pulled out a cupcake from it. I said I wasn't feeling hungry, but she urged me to eat, saying that she would feel very miserable if I didn't. How could I make such a cute lady miserable? So I went up eating. After that she exchanged a few words with me and then she went back into the house. I strolled around and breathed some fresh air for a while. I entered the mansion after I greeted Rainer and Megan. I arrived in front of Miko's room and knocked on her door. She opened the door. I went to the guest bedroom room with her. She opened up the guest room door with a key. Yumiko went back to the hallway. I peeked outside to the guest bedroom room to see her entering her own room, and there was a metallic beeping sound. I think that was exactly at 21 a.m. 21. Anyways, I started packing my things inside a carton box. I entered the main hall, asked Rainer to help me. We carried the giant tape box. Rainer did most of the work though. After placing the box in my car, I entered the main hall to see Dad and Niall there. Dad told me to go home without him, so I drove off from the mansion. I believe that's it.
Yo, all the alibis.
The question...
Success.
Yes, the question was over and the 5 detectives gathered in the dining hall. Looks like we got everyone's alibis. Yep, now all you have to do is read.
And question the suspects. There's something off about these alibis. I think so as well. Why did we restrict ourselves to only getting the alibis after the day of the murder? We will get more info from them by asking about the previous days. That way we can know who planted the microscopic camera on Miyu's window. We could, but I'm afraid people's memories aren't that great.
You sure?
Not to mention the culprit could have placed the camera a week or 2 weeks before the day of the murder. If that's the case, there's no way we'll be able to spot who did it. It won't hurt asking everyone if they saw someone messing with Muse windows, but I doubt that will show results.
The detective spoke no more words, and soon silence descended upon the room. 30 or so minutes of silence has passed.
Okay, you guys ready?
Okay. Ready as always.
Then let's start questioning the suspects. Yeah, that's the same one.